sharing the good news. Give securely online by going to RedeemerRadio.com and click Give Now. Or call 260-436-9598.
Become a day sponsor and honor a birthday, anniversary, feast day, or other special occasion with an on-air message. With a $400 donation, your personalized message will air 6 times on the day of your choosing. For a $700 donation, it will air 12 times. And for $1,000, it will air 18 times. Plus, your donation supports the mission of Redeemer Radio. Become a day sponsor now.
Help us continue nurturing our listeners toward greater Catholic discipleship. Call or text GIVE to the Holy Cross College text line at 260-436-9598 or donate online at RedeemerRadio.com. This is Redeemer Radio's Sharathon. Thank you for listening to and supporting your local Catholic radio station.
Franzen, and I will be your host this hour, and I'm joined today with some sweet friends from Sacred Heart Warsaw. Do you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
All right, first, Father Jonathan, pastor at Sacred Heart.
Abby Black, director of Sacred Music.
Katie Owens, communications director and youth minister.
Joe Baranowski, parishioner.
Awesome. All right. Hey, Father Jonathan, will you go ahead and lead us in prayer?
Yes. I'll just read the collect from today's Mass. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. O God, who willed that when your Son was lifted high on the cross, his mother should stand close by and share his suffering, grant that your church, participating with the Virgin Mary in the Passion of Christ, may merit a share in his resurrection, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, God forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. All right. Well, first off, I want to share our overall goal with you. It is, again, $276,500. But don't worry, that is not the hourly goal. The hourly goal is only $5,000. So here we go.
I was like, we've done good in the past, but man.
That's the hourly goal. No, 5,000
really
is just the hourly. We're looking for 25 pledges. So we're excited to get raising some money for this awesome radio station.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
So, and I just want to say thanks to Redeemer. Last time our host, Angela DiCarlo up in South Bend, did something really wonderful for us. So we know the money is out there. We know that our parishioners are able to help us out with this hour. But I just want to point out that last time we were getting close, we were getting to the end of the wire, and our host said, you know what, if we reach the goal, I will come and host your school fundraiser. And we were like, oh, sure, okay. And the money started pouring in, and we got the goal, and he goes, all right, great, so I guess I'm coming to host. When is it? We're like, this weekend, like 3 days from now. And he was like, oh, I was not ready for that at all. Newborn at home and everything. Yeah. So, but he kept his word. He came out. He helped us raise the money we needed for the fundraiser. And in true fashion of Sacred Heart Warsaw, the people brought flowers and wine for him to bring home to his wife, who probably wasn't too happy about the situation. But it was really good. So
just in case if I make that same
Just warning you. Yeah.
When's the fundraiser?
Yeah, everybody's going to be listening. Like, can we catch another one?
When is your fundraiser?
I'm not sure. It's usually in the spring. So this was at the spring Sharathon. Okay. So, but we would be happy. We would take you for sure to come out and help us out. Very good. So, do we have any pledges already?
I'm thinking.
I'm not sure if those are from us or not.
I don't know if these are from us.
Cool. No, those look like from the last hour. I don't know those names. So, all right, very good. Well, anyway.
Cool. So why don't you guys go ahead and tell us a little bit about you, Abby and Katie, kind of what you guys do at Sacred Heart Warsaw.
Okay, I can start. I literally just started last week as the director of Sacred Music.
Awesome.
So I grew up in music ministry at St. Charles, actually, in Fort Wayne, since I was about 5. My parents were part of that group for 30 years, and then they moved about 3 years ago to Warsaw, and I was just finishing up college, and I did some jobs here and there, and COVID brought me back home, and I'd been working a different job, and it was, it kind of came to me that that the job for the Sacred Music director was opening, and I was actually at dinner with Katie, and she texted Father Jonathan to be like, hey, Abby Black might be interested, and he just said, what? He was like, are you guys still at dinner? Like, can we talk or whatever? I applied, interviewed with him, and came into the position, just started, like I said, last week. So,
Great.
Yeah, and it was just felt a calling from the Holy Spirit to go with that direction in my life. So
Awesome.
I'm excited.
That's so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then, this is Katie. So youth ministry, we just started Why Disciple, a new format. We kicked that off on Sunday, and they're going to be meeting the rest of this week and next week. And then social media with communications is just capturing the moments that are happening, whether it's in the school and different ministries. And we actually just kicked off a new website, too, so it's been lots of new things,
Awesome.
Lots of learning. Yeah, really fun.
It's kind of, the same idea for our social media is what, like Redeemer Radio, if amplifying the voice of the Creator. Like it's almost in the same way where we just want to capture like the good things that are happening at Sacred Heart to share with our parishioners, because so many times they're only there on Sundays, so they don't know all the great things that are happening between Sundays during the week. So the idea with our social media is just to capture some of those things and share them with it. And a lot of it's, our school, which is the largest ministry, that we have, an active ministry at our parish. And so even stuff like just, sharing the butterfly release and stuff like that. But the other one was, and kind of tying with the school and social media, how that's helped at Sacred Heart. At the beginning of the school year, we had like a little Eucharistic procession. So we walked through the school. I was in all these heavy vestments, walking through the school with the Blessed Sacrament, with Jesus in the Eucharist, to each classroom and blessing each classroom and everything. And at the end of the day, the principal got a message from a parent. And she says, hi, this is so-and-so. We're new at Sacred Heart, and I'm just calling to find out. My child just told me that they did something weird today. I'm just asking for clarification that a guy came in a white robe. They turned the lights out, and then everyone knelt down. I'm just wanting to know what's going on. And before he could call her back, just a few minutes later, she was laughing when he called, and she's like, yeah, I went to your social media page. I went to, Facebook, and I saw the pictures, and now, okay, it makes more sense. But he was able to explain, about the Eucharist.
Right.
I'm not sure if the family was Catholic or not, but they just explained it to him, but they were like, they'd be able to get the visual aid of what happened. And plus, the parish just, they love that, to see that the kids are, getting viewed before the Eucharist. So.
Yeah, as a convert, I will say, seeing that, like the white robes and just all the different color robes and just these beautiful, like, ceremonies and just traditions, it is a little shocking and daunting. So I can only imagine just going home and explaining that as a child, explaining that to a parent. That must have been a bit eye-opening.
Yeah. And it was an experience for the principal and I'd be like, okay, next year we really have to explain to the kids what's happening.
What's going on.
Saying go home and communicate it well to the parents. But
awesome. I do want to pause really quick and just let everybody know that you can text or call to give. It is 260-436-9598. Awesome. Ooh,
I see a message there from Angelo. We sent Father Jonathan to Fort Wayne so I don't upset my wife again. That's great. Well, you did a wonderful job. We were fun having him here.
And, we just want to make it clear that 20 pledges will get a $500 bonus, which is very exciting. I guess we already do have some pledges. We've got Douglas Hampton made a pledge online, and also Katie Hampton also sent in a pledge online.
Might be Dan Hampton, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that might be a double pledge there. All right, that's good. We'll take it. Hey, that gets us to the 20. Why not?
Hey, I like it. I like
That's the way to do it. Husband and wife each call in with a pledge.
Cute.
That'll work. We'll take it.
Good deal. Yeah, hey, do you want to tell us a little bit about you and how long you've been attending Sacred Heart Warsaw?
Yeah, this is Joe Baranowski, and I've been in the community since 1980, originally from the Mishawaka area.
Okay.
And a couple of things that I'm involved with at the church is RCIA.
Oh.
And I want to say that we had one of the persons from RCIA walked up to me and said, I want to tell you that I enjoy listening to Redeemer Radio because she liked listening to Father John Ricardo and Dr. David Anders. And then another RCIA person spoke up and said, I like listening to Bishop Barron. So some of our new people that are joining the church, have already joined the church, are listening to Redeemer Radio to get some of their information, which you can't get on regular radio. So it's a good source for good Catholic information.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that they are listening to Redeemer Radio to get their information about the Catholic faith. One other quick comment I wanted to make about jail ministry. Our parishes, before COVID, we would actually go to our county jail and visit with some of the inmates. And then after COVID, we started a letter writing. So there's about 10 or 12 of us that we write letters to guys in jail. And once a month, we write them a letter encouraging them with whatever encouragement we can give to them. And sometimes we get a response back from them, and sometimes we don't. But nonetheless, we kind of share our faith with these guys in jail to let them know who we are all about and what Jesus is all about. So that's a pretty neat ministry to be involved with.
So you've been a parishioner at Sacred Heart for how long now?
Well, since 1980. What is that, about 40 years?
Okay.
40-plus years.
And then when did you guys start the jail ministry?
I want to say that probably started 5 to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I was recently asked to help out with the letter writing, so I've been writing letters once a month for the last 6 months to an individual. I think this individual is in the Indianapolis area somewhere. It's not in Kosciuszko County. This person is not local. And I don't ask why this person is in jail. I just give that person as much encouragement as possible and pray.
Yeah. And you said you're also involved in RCIA. Has RCIA started for you guys yet? Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. How many of you?
We have 6 inquiries right now.
Okay.
And so it's a nice program. We're watching Symbolon on the computer.
Sure.
So they do a nice job on summarizing what the Catholic faith is all about. So it works out very well for us. But we've got about 6 inquirers.
That's exciting.
And I want to share one more thing about RCIA. I'm also a greeter at 8 o'clock Mass Sunday mornings. And I'm required to get there early, about 7:30. And it was 3 weeks ago, 5 people were already in church. 4 of them were RCIA alumni.
Oh, my goodness.
Those converts.
Yeah. Listen.
They're good.
Am I the only convert in the room right now? I've got you out there. I've got Kevin outside. That's awesome. No, I will say we're a special breed. But, I mean, I'm the only one in here to back that up. So, also Kevin out there. He can agree. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, another one. We will take a pause. Do you guys know who this is? Georgette Olson
called in a pledge.
That's exciting.
Oh, we got one more coming in. The Fort Wayne communicator is typing. We'll catch one more person.
What is that number where they're supposed to contact and call?
Yes. If you would like to call or text to make a pledge, that is 260-436-9598. Or you are welcome to go on to redeemerradio.com/give.
Yeah. And that was easy.
We have 6 pledges so far.
All right.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, I pledged earlier for the Franciscan Hour because my mom helps at the Franciscan Center. And it was very easy. Very easy to go to the website and click on that. And actually I texted, and it just said text give, and then they sent me the link that I needed to go to, and it was very easy to donate online. So do that. Or you can just call, because we got some very good people. We actually even have Mrs. Owens. We have Katie's mom, Jenny. Jenny is here taking calls, or maybe just answering on the line. I don't know, on the interweb.
Yeah, I don't know if my husband's listening, but hey, I'll give you a shout out if you give us a call.
Just did.
I didn't say his name.
Oh, good. That's true. That's true. All right, we'll hold out. Oh man, that's good.
That's awesome.
Well, even with just kind of tying back in with the RCIA, with those who are becoming Catholic, I think we had 3 at the start. And we were like, okay, I guess we can understand with the COVID last year and stuff.
Right.
But then one day I came out of Mass. It was Saturday morning. I came out of the confessional. There's this young man sitting on the bench right outside the seat. And I'm like, oh, he's clearly waiting for me. This is great. So we go talk for a little bit, and he says, I'm just starting to realize that maybe the things I learned about the church weren't accurate, and I just want to learn more. Is there some systematic way that the faith I can learn about the Catholic Church and decide if I want to become Catholic? And I said, oh man, this is great. I said, starting Thursday, we have the first class.
I'll see you there.
So we talked for a little bit, and he told me some of his background. His grandmother's Catholic, and gave him the Diary of St. Faustina, the Divine Mercy, and he loves the Divine Mercy. And I was like, this guy's toast, man. When Grandma's praying for you, and you're hooked on Divine Mercy. So we had that. That was number 1. Then I go outside because our school is awesome. And our school was doing a cleanup of the courtyard. I go walking through, and one of our parents stops me, one of our new students, and says, hey, Father, my daughter's Catholic, my husband's Catholic. I think it's time. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I still had my phone out with the inquiry page up from our website. I was like, okay, just fill this out. We'll contact you. And then that evening after the 5 o'clock, another one comes up to me after Mass. I feel like what I've been taught about the church isn't right, and I think I'm ready to become Catholic. It's like, wow, 3 in one day just from prayer. So I was like, okay, this is really a blessing. So.
Oh, it sounds like a really solid group then.
Yeah, so we're excited.
Exciting. Oh, neat.
Be a good group. Have we got any others?
I think we've got a couple more.
All right.
Maggie Vorl's my sister from Seattle.
Hey, all right.
And then my parents right under that.
Way to go.
Thanks, fam.
Way to go, Cedar. Sending love and support from Cedar. Oh, my God. I'm reading it from an angle. Everybody online watching on Facebook, they can see my angle.
My sister Maggie and my brother-in-law Joey. Cool.
I'll just let you guys read
I think she has some typos in there. So.
Looks like we got Mary and Aaron Black. They called in and pledged. Thank you. Those are your parents. Okay.
Getting all kinds of love here. This is great.
Wow.
There. Katie.
Craig. Thanks, Dad.
Say hi from the family. Yeah.
Craig.
Way to go.
Liz.
Yeah, Elizabeth. I'm going to guess that's Cawhorn. It might be a misspelling. I don't know. Made a pledge. Rita Powell, Linda Riley. Some good pledges here.
9 pledges.
This is great.
That's exciting. We're up to $700 for our $5,000 goal. We still have a little bit of ways to go.
Okay. Yeah, where are we at? 24. Okay.
I think we can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Abby, so what made you... did you study music somewhere? Where did you go to school? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I've always been involved in music. Like I said, my parents were involved at St. Charles for 30 years in the music ministry, so I grew up in that. And so my main instrument is voice, so I love singing. And I did go to Ball State University for chirp. Shout out to Ball State.
I didn't go to Ball State, but I love it.
Chirp. You have to.
But yeah, so I graduated there with a music degree, and actually it was a music technology degree, so I didn't do performance or anything. But yeah, that kind of led me to a few jobs after college, and then led me to this. And I had, thought even in college, in my first year, I went undecided because I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And I always loved music, but I was like, is it a hobby or is it a lifestyle? So needed some discernment there. So I took that year, and Ball State has an incredible music department.
Truly,
so I was like, all right, I have to be a part of this. So led me to that. I had an amazing voice teacher for 3.5 years, so I took voice lessons during that time, and never took voice lessons before. And then luckily, I just worked really hard in the voice faculty. At the end of my time at Ball State, they all agreed to have me sing the national anthem and our alma mater at my commencement. So it was just like seeing how, am I supposed to do music to just seeing like the work I put in, and then now being able to share that gift and fruit with, Sacred Heart has been amazing, and everyone there has been so loving and inviting and helpful and excited for me, and it's just a great community over there. So
we're expecting good things from our students being able to sing better now.
Yes.
You share, because I think it's all right to share from the interview and stuff like that. Like she just shared about like the joy that she has of like sharing the gift that the training that she's received in singing, to be able to share that with others, like to help others get better, which is that's what love is wanting others to be the best version of themselves. So that's what you're gonna be doing. So I mean that, like I think you're gonna do great of helping our students be able to sing better.
And he's been so excited. So. He was like telling people before it was officially announced. I'm like, you're hyping this up way too much. He's like, I have this huge expectation.
That's all right. I'm sure you'll do it. That's exciting.
The only problem is this is 2 Twanger grads I've hired in a row. And I'm a Bishop Lewis grad, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But we'll trust in the Holy Spirit.
Look at the excitement all over their face. How could you deny him? That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Katie.
I love stirring the rivalry. It's awesome.
Yeah, right. You have to. Katie, so that's so exciting. So you're working with the youth at Sacred Heart then. Did you happen to do anything with World Youth Day this year?
Yeah, so we went there, the Diocesan World Youth Day. Yeah.
You can move that towards you. Yeah,
go ahead.
It just moves around.
It's okay. I'll just.
Okay. Sorry.
So we went there, had a few people going. We had one girl. There's like a leaders, group. So that was cool to see her in a leadership position and taking charge, and involving herself.
Great.
It was really good. Yeah.
That's awesome. And then have you also attended anything with Damascus CYSC Catholic Youth Summer Camp?
Yeah. So we had, I think, 14. Okay. Father was with them all week. I only saw one day, and the joy and excitement on their faces, they just wanted to tell me all the good things. And the Holy Spirit was just so present, working in that place.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it was fun to just be there for the week and see the kids.
Yeah.
And everything that they have all these fun activities, these high rope courses and big swing and paintball and everything. It's just and everything gets tied in to the faith. So even like the paintball, they're like, okay, if you get hit, you have to have an intention that you pray for. And so we're like running around, you get shot, and you're like, okay, make my prayer. And then they had one that was like, I forget what it was called, like the Iron Man round, where they basically just like, you can just keep playing. Even if you get hit, you just keep playing, right?
I love it.
And so, but you just keep offering that up, like whatever that intention is. So there's so many things. They had big swing, and, they'd pull you away like 30 feet in the air, and the kids would have to yell something that they want to let go of, Like I was made for greatness, I'm made for courage, or I'm made to love, Jesus or whatever. So it's just cool to see them also making like those proclamations of, what is good. So teaching them to do Lectio Divina. So our kids came back, and now we've turned around and we're already signing up for next summer, right? Because they're already asking for our numbers.
Right.
And we were already past the number that we had last year. We're up to like 20 kids that want to go. And this is just...
It's huge.
We've hardly even really advertised it, so it's just catching fire. It's pretty cool.
Oh, so are you telling me that, did you do the big swing or any paintballing? Yes. You did? You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did back-to-back rounds of paintball.
You did? Okay.
The kids were coming through the first session, and then afterwards the people working there like, all right, well, that was great. Thanks for joining us, Father. I was like, I got kids coming to the next one, too, so I'm going to stick around. I'm already all sweaty and covered in paint, so, not that much covered in paint.
Right.
Because obviously, did get shot that much.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Father, did you wear your black shirt and collar during the paintball?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It helped a little bit with the camouflage, but not a whole lot. I'm not very
there's no
fast,
padding
so
in that shirt, or
No, there's not much padding.
Yikes.
There were some welts.
Okay.
But,
Ouch.
But it was fun. It was fun, just like trying to get the kids fired up. Like we're gonna do this. Like we're gonna run to the other side and just trying to get them fired up. Like it's gonna be fine. Like it stings, and then you just keep moving. It's fine. So
you just don't
they
think
had
about
fun. Obviously, they had fun when they've spread the word now, and that's just a sample of the faith. You know, when you've experienced something good, you want to share that.
Yeah, and just the goodness that they're bringing back home. I know that I didn't tell everybody this, but I am actually from St. Vincent, not Sacred Heart Warsaw, but I'm actually friends with all of you guys, so that's exciting. But I've too seen the goodness of what happens when these kids go to Damascus and they come back and they just have so much joy in their hearts, and they want to bring some of the goodness that they've seen at Damascus to our parishes. So that's awesome. They're doing great work. I will challenge Abby's choir members to go ahead and call in and give us a pledge. Also, anybody working with Katie, any parents listening,
let's maybe say any choir members and any who desire to be on the choir, because obviously with COVID we haven't really had our choir for a while. So if you've ever been a member of the choir or you want to be a member of the choir, the challenge goes to you.
It's gonna happen, I promise.
Yes, we're gonna get it fired up.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna get better. That's awesome.
And it should be about time that parents are getting in the cars to head to the school to pick up their kids too. So hopefully if anybody's listening.
It's an easy one. All you have to do is give us a call, give us a text at 260-436-9598. And you can also go on redeemerradio.com/give. We need more pledges. We would like to get it to $5,000 this hour. Oh, look. Who is this?
Let's see.
Ida and Bob List sent in a pledge online. Oh, is it? Ida used to work with the youth, correct? Okay. Oh, great. Yay, Ida.
So God bless. She said, God bless Sacred Heart Church and the school. Ida and I are both graduates of the school in the 60s. Somebody else needs to pick up because I can't.
In the 60s, our children graduated in the 80s and the 90s. Now we have 4 grandchildren at Sacred Heart. We are big fans of Sacred Heart Catholic School. That's exciting. Oh, neat.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing to see the generations that have come through Sacred Heart who come back. Whether, it's that their children went through Sacred Heart and then their grandchildren are now going through Sacred Heart. There's so much pride for the school. Even this weekend, I had a baptism, and afterwards the aunt came over and talked to me, and she was like, I love actually following the social media for Sacred Heart. She lives in Chicago now, she said. So she's like, I went through the school here, and so I can follow on social media what's happening, keep up to date with the parish. And said it makes me feel like I'm home again. And she's like, I graduated from the school, and it's just so great to be able to share in what's happening at Sacred Heart through the social media. So.
Oh, hey, guess what? We have 10 pledges. We're up to $725. I also am graced by Sacred Heart Warsaw. My husband was a parishioner growing up. He went to Sacred Heart Warsaw.
He went to the grade school, right?
He did not go to the grade school. He moved to Warsaw kind of later in life, so he didn't get the opportunity to go to grade school there, but...
Yeah, we got to go to a break.
Oh, break. Hey, time out. We are going to have a bit of a break really quick. We'll get back to a little bit of my husband and Sacred Heart just in a second.
Redeemer Radio broadcasts the truth and beauty of the Catholic faith 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We bring the good news of Christ to listeners throughout the Diocese of Fort Wayne South Bend and beyond. With your donation, Redeemer Radio can continue planting the seeds of faith in the hearts of every listener.
I think all areas need Catholic radio. It's just, once I started listening to it, and I would change the channel to regular programming, and I would hear the music that was on, and I would hear the message that the music was singing. I would hear the things that the DJs were talking about it was heartbreaking almost. I was like, I don't want to listen to this garbage. And so I would turn it back, because you hear a good message. You hear about hope and faith and love and truth and beauty and goodness, and everybody needs that. Everybody needs that. no matter where you are, no matter what you're listening to. And once you start to fill up your space with that, going back to the other stuff, you really see where it's lacking.
Joining our mission is even easier with our mobile app. Download Redeemer Radio's app to your Apple or Android device and click Give Now.
This is Bishop Kevin Rhodes. On my program, Truth and Charity, I'm able to connect with the faithful across our diocese each week, discussing a variety of topics and answering your questions. Thank you for listening to and supporting Catholic programming like Truth and Charity, heard right here on Redeemer Radio.
Become a day sponsor and honor a birthday, anniversary, feast day, or other special occasion with an on-air message. With a $400 donation, your personalized message will air 6 times on the day of your choosing. For a $700 donation, it will air 12 times. And for $1,000, it will air 18 times. Plus, your donation supports the mission of Redeemer Radio. Become a day sponsor now.
Help us amplify the voice of God. Pledge now by calling or texting GIVE to 260-436-9598.
Help us continue reaching souls for Christ. Call or text GIVE to the Holy Cross College text line at 260-436-9598 or donate online at redeemerradio.com. This is Redeemer Radio's Sharathon. Thank you for tuning in to your listener-supported local Catholic radio station.
Awesome. Welcome back, guys. Hey, actually, I just found out that Katie was an intern here at Redeemer Radio. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that, Katie?
Yeah, so I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. So coming back brings back all the memories. I can see my cubicle. You know, I did all my work. And it was just great, such a great environment. Everything was geared around prayer. And I learned a lot of things that I brought now to Sacred Heart.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting.
Because you were doing social media and kind of marketing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You guys mentioned that there's a new website for Sacred Heart. That's exciting.
Yeah, and the same thing. We're just trying to capture like the moments and putting them. We have like a thing that goes out with pictures, and just for visitors who might not know what even the word Catholic means, just trying to break down more of.
Well, on our website too, it's sacredheartwarsaw.org. So very easy to visit. Yeah, it used to be like Sacred Heart Dash, and that drove me crazy having the Dash Warsaw. I'm like, can we please get rid of that? Just so we have a whole new title for the website, and then a whole brand new website. But just beautiful when you go to it. All kinds of pictures from the parish, and I think one of the opening pictures is actually me.
Damascus.
With, Damascus, the Eucharistic Adoration. But just trying to make it more friendly. Of helping me. We have a page for just like resources that people can come to if they're, hey, I need to know more about this, and they don't even have to be Catholic for some of the things we have on there. And probably should give a shout out to Little Flower up in South Bend. I got some ideas from them and just collaborating with them a little bit. Their website's really good too. But it's definitely helped to connect people with the parish. And the social media, and even beyond the social media, I think you were talking about the TV, too, for when people are coming into the building.
There's this little TV right when you come into the building, and like the school kids will see it when they come in too. And one time I was walking past there, and there's a bunch, like a group of them looking at it, like watching as the pictures change. Sure. And they're like, "Oh, you're famous! Look, you're on there."
Oh, neat! Oh. It's funny. When I was becoming Catholic, I was, looking at churches to go to, and I actually didn't know what parish I was going to go to. I was actually going to secretly sneak into a mass, so I was looking at all these websites, and I noticed that they were looked like they were how you say, like stuck in the 90s maybe. And so that's so exciting. I even still check out other Catholic parishes websites, and I see these great updates and just like adding those resources. It just is so much easier for people like me who were just wanted to get a little bit of information, and that it's just more readily available for people that are wanting to know more about the church and maybe considering joining the church, which is all very exciting.
I think it's part of the church just recognizing that, I mean, we are online now. People are online. They spend hours on social media and just everything. So really, you know, the website is your front door.
Yes.
You know, people will go and check that out far before they ever step foot on your property. And but that gives us also a wider reach. You know, we can reach people from much further out. There's parishes, a parish in Alabama, St. Charles Borromeo, that has a great resource for Bible studies.
Yep.
And I've never been to there. I don't know if I ever will, but, you know, I know about it. So just to see that people are online and to now be able to have, like, Redeemer Radio stretching over into the podcast world with Spoke Street, like they're even, you know, seeing as well, like this opportunity to share the faith. And I love this tagline so much, like amplifying the voice of the Creator that Redeemer Radio has. And for every parish to have the opportunity to also put on there Redeemer Radio Spoke Street to help draw people in. I mean, those programming can be what really brings people back. So
truly,
that's part of my story. I don't know if you have some pledges.
Yeah, I guess we are up to 15 pledges now. Right. We only need 5 more to get us to that $500 bonus, which we want. So just give us 5 more, please. We would really appreciate it. I don't want to butcher this name. Joe, you're right.
No
here.
way.
Did you just do it? Did you just do it from your phone?
We work magical ways around here.
Wow, Joe. Well, thank you, Joe. That's awesome.
That's great.
And then thank you to Adam Barton. Thank you, Adam Barton.
Very good. Very good.
The Smiths gave Mr. and Mrs. Craig Smith and Tom and Sue Edsel.
Yeah, Kathy works in the office. Yeah.
Awesome.
What was that number they're supposed to be calling?
They will call us or text us at 260-436-9598. And you can also give online at redeemerradio.com/give. Yeah. You know what's so exciting for me when I'm driving around town and I see all of the Redeemer Radio bumper stickers? I feel like when I see that, and I'm like, you know, either I wouldn't say I'm a bad driver. I would just say I'm more of like an aggressive driver. But when I see those, if I'm having a bad day driving, I see that bumper sticker and I just feel like, oh, I belong. Like I belong to this community. And that's so exciting. So yeah, I know that so many people are touched by this amazing, radio station. During the break, Father Jonathan briefly touched about when the radio station first came out. Father Jonathan, do you want to give us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I love telling that story because I feel like Redeemer Radio helped in a way save my life, save my faith, and that my early 20s, like many, kind of lost my way for a little while, and I was coming back to the faith. The Lord put some really good people in my life to start walking with me, and then I heard about Redeemer Radio. I went into one of the bookstores in town, and they had the advertisement up for it. So I went out, turned the radio to, Redeemer Radio, was ready for it to come online. This was when they were still on the AM. Actually, I don't even think they were on just yet. I just left it there until all of a sudden they came live and they were programming and, listening to Catholic Answers Live and, to so many of the great programs, just answered questions that I had and reminded me of things I had learned but sort of forgotten, and just to see the consistency of the teachings between each of the programs, it was so convicting and just forced me, like, I have to make a change. I have to do something different with my life. So that's why I'm excited. I mean, with like the Spoke Street podcast, like now you have an even wider range of the programs that you can, and they're so much easier. There'd be times in Redeem Radio I would hear a really great episode and say, man, I really want to share that with so-and-so. And then you'd have to go digging online to try to find it. But now, especially with podcasts, you just click that little, I don't know what the icon is called, I guess, and just text it or email it or whatever to somebody.
That
makes it so much easier. And, again, a way of amplifying the voice,
Yes,
and just
yes.
sharing it. I mean, it's an evangelization, certainly.
Yeah. And we were also talking about RCIA again. I know when I was going through RCIA, this was a great resource for me too. So we do want to be aware that there could be people listening now that are kind of teetering on the fence of maybe joining the Catholic faith. If you are listening right now, a lot of churches have started their RCIA programs, but I would say it is not too late.
No.
So give your local parish a call. We really we don't want a lot. We just want more. So we want you guys to join. Like I said at the beginning of this hour, I would argue that RCIA converts are a rare special breed. We want more of you. So give your local parishes a call. And I know that just talking to Father Jonathan, they will not turn you down at Sacred Heart Warsaw. So
we would take
yeah,
latecomers.
that's awesome.
Fine. And I would think any parish would be ready and willing to walk with anybody.
Absolutely.
Who wants to learn more about the faith. So
Truly.
Yeah.
We have Cameron Burnworth sent a pledge in online. We are up to now.
You probably know Cameron. She works with Kingdom Builders.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Cameron. Yeah. That's exciting. We hit that 15. We're up to 16 pledges. We only need 4 more pledges to meet our bonus goal for another $500. So that's exciting. Wait, no. We do need 4 more to get it. Yes. Is that right? Yes, we do need 4 more to get that $500 bonus. So please, a couple more. We're up to 1345. So we want more, please. It's exciting.
I'm trying to do it right now. But
you're trying to pledge?
It's hard getting that
Yeah.
credit card number in.
I'm
Sometimes
trying
the iPhone is so easy with the little go and pay, but all right. But yeah. we'll keep asking people to call in. Hopefully the ladies in the office are listening. Maybe some of the teachers are probably doing dismissal right now. But any of the parents that are online right now picking up your kids,
if
please.
you're sitting in that line picking up your kids, give us a text at 260-436-9598. Awesome.
The guys from the Knights of Columbus can call in too.
Oh, yeah. We like those guys, Knights of Columbus. Awesome. Hey, Joe, will you tell us a little bit about how long you've been doing the RCIA ministry at Sacred Heart?
That's, I want to say, about 20 years.
Wow. Okay.
I did take a year off, a couple of years off. I did a couple of the retreats that Christ Renews His Parish. I did that one time, and I did another retreat of some kind that went.
Sure.
Our meetings conflicted with RCIA, so yeah, I've seen a lot of people join the church. I know that when I sit at Mass and I kind of look around as I'm in the back of church as a greeter, I see so many people who have gone through the RCIA program, and it's a wonderful thing, and it's also fun to run into them at the grocery store or after Mass and see how they're doing. They might have been in the program 2 or 3 years ago, and as a matter of fact, we had a little baby came up. The parents came up and showed me their little baby, and it's kind of special.
Yep.
How old is your little one?
Yes, I know that feeling. I run into my RCIA directors all the time, and I just had a little baby. His name is Maximilian. He's almost 5 months old. He is running around.
Yeah, he's in the studio here somewhere.
He's in the studio
here somewhere.
Yeah.
I think the moms are taking turns holding the baby.
Yes. Yeah, Max is probably a star right now, so that's exciting. Yes. Yeah, it really is. It's such a joy running into people like you that help out with RCIA. It truly does change and transform lives for so many people. So that's exciting. I mean, even my husband, he walked alongside with me, and I mean, just the knowledge that he received is unreal. So that's so exciting. We do have another pledge. It's Melissa Martinez made a pledge online.
Right.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
It's exciting.
So I have a little story, actually.
Yeah?
All right.
So
Give it to us, Katie.
Yeah. So when I interned here, I was waiting for somebody to stop talking. Kidding. I'm kidding. Father. So when
Those stories, we got some time still.
when I interned here, Kyle Hyman is the host of a lot of shows. So I, like all the staff, I got to know them a little bit. And then this summer when we went to Steubenville, I took a group of teens. It was my first big thing that I did as youth minister. And I was just kind of nervous. I don't want to lose a teen. I don't want to something bad to happen. What if somebody's allergic to something? I don't know. And then just sitting down, they brought up the teen from Steubenville that was putting on the retreat. And up there was Kyle Hyman. And I just had this okay, it's going to be okay. There's a little bit of home here. So it was great just to see a familiar face. And Father Mike Schmitz was on that weekend, so that was pretty cool. Yeah.
It's a lot
and
of
I didn't even know.
that week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was walking up for Mass, and I was on the end, and I was like, what if I just stuck my hand out real quick?
Did you do it?
No, I was thinking about it.
I'm glad you asked, because everybody at home was definitely asking.
Yeah, I want to know.
So that's the end of the story.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
We ran into him at Seek in 2019.
Oh,
actually,
wow.
And I'm pretty sure he was just trying to go to the bathroom or coming back from the bathroom, and just a line formed. I was like,
Sorry.
this poor man. He probably just tries to do one simple thing, right? But yeah, no, I got to meet him. He's awesome. He's just as incredible as you think. Yeah, he blessed my purity ring too. So
Nice.
yeah, so
Oh, me, Abby.
yeah, so
Yeah. His podcast is doing really well.
so good.
Yeah.
I have
he
to
was
say,
top
I
charts,
fell
top
off.
10.
Yeah.
Is he still?
No. Number one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was number one
Yeah,
for a
but
while.
he stayed in the top 10 for a long time. He might still be.
Maybe. I don't know. We'd
Yeah.
have to check. So, Father John, no, not John Ricardo.
Father Mike Schmitz, yeah.
I like Father John Ricardo, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that Bible in a Year podcast.
Oh, yeah.
you've heard
I'm
of that.
doing that right now.
Are you?
I'm
What
on
day are you
day 247. I'm about a week behind.
Yeah.
But it's like every morning I got to turn on my computer and go to YouTube, and I'm telling you, the names and the people, and my head's spinning. But Father will kind of walk through. Let's talk about the high points here, and he kind of covers at the very end what's the important things about the particular readings of that particular day. But yeah, I'm planning on finishing the whole thing through.
Yeah.
But I am here to tell you there's a lot of information in there.
And I've had a lot of parishioners, people who come to the confessional or after Mass, and they'll point out things that they're learning from it, and to think that a podcast world is only a young person's game is wrong. There's so many older parishioners that are even very involved in following that podcast. So it's really good. Everybody.
We do have a couple more coming in. I've got my friends, Megan and Kevin Stone. They made a pledge. Big fan of the Stone fam. They love their parish at Sacred Heart Warsaw. They also said hi to all of us. That's so exciting.
That's great. They're great.
Katie, I think we've got something special.
So Tony and Gail Pisa, Grandma and Grandpa.
This is very exciting.
See, they're high-tech.
We only need one more pledge to make our goal.
All right.
Yeah, I know we've kind of been jumping all over the place, but I keep going back to RCIA because that's what is so near and dear to me. I was that person that jumped on. I was leaving Mass with my it was my boyfriend, and I just ran into Father Jonathan, and I just asked him, hey.
I've never had a couple. Yeah, you were just going to say, hey, no.
No, it was more
she
aggressive.
was
more aggressive.
totally hype, and I was like, I wonder if they just got engaged or something. She was just dancing around, so excited.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was so nervous and excited. There was just at that point it was the third time I had gone to Mass, the second time that day, and I was just so in awe. I was emotionally just so in awe of the Eucharist and just seeing Jesus in that so real and personable, tangible way that I had such a strong desire to be near to Christ in that way. And at that time, you threw that a book at me. It was a Scott Hahn book. Rome Sweet Home, and it was written actually in 1993, the year I was born. So it's still changing lives.
Still a good book.
Yeah, and you were so sweet, Father Jonathan. You actually ran into Scott Hahn at an event where you got Rome Sweet Home signed for me, and that made my life.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
So excited.
This is what I do.
Yes. I will never forget. You were so nonchalant about it too. You just kind of, handed this book over, and you were like, I had it signed, and and you did tell him a little bit about me, which was just so exciting.
Yep.
Hey, actually, you made our goal happen. So we're at 20 pledges for that $500 bonus.
It works.
We are still behind our hourly goal. We still need over $2,000 to make that $5,000 hourly goal.
What's that number again?
It's
the number they had to call.
Oh, the number to call is 260-436-9598. You can text, you can call, you can also give online at redeemerradio.com/give. So we make it easy. We make it easy. Call or text or show up online.
Yeah, you got
I was texting my family. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And my mom just texted me, sorry, just saw your text. I missed it. I'm at Roger's house helping clean gutters. I'm so sorry. It's okay, Mom. I love you.
That's funny.
Have fun cleaning the gutters.
That's all right. But no, and just going through RCIA at St. Vincent, it was definitely life-changing for me and my faith. And I'm so grateful for our friendship, Father Jonathan. We have, I would argue to say you're my best friend.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love when you, that's really, wow. I love when you were telling your story about when you were coming into the church and how you snuck into a 7:15 a.m. Mass on a Sunday because you didn't want any of your friends to know. And I'm like, well, that's a good Mass to choose because not many people.
I don't know if a lot of you guys listening might go to St. Vincent. It was a Mass with Father Polycarp.
Yes.
That sweet gem of a man.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, I like his homily style. I would say it's heavy on the truth, which is what I like. And I was so, like you said, I snuck into the 7:15 Mass. At that point, I was employed at a church that was not Catholic, and so I did not want to run into anybody I knew. I just wanted to be kind of a little fly on the wall. So we do have people can still make pledges after the hour.
Rick and Joe Padzikowski.
Yay!
Right. Yes. Yeah, see, that's another example of just because there's so many relationships between St. Vincent's and Sacred Heart, and they have family at St. Vincent's as well. And who else we got?
David and Babs Haynes. David and Babs Haynes.
Oh, Doc.
Yeah.
The best.
Linda Campbell.
Linda
Hey,
Campbell.
there's your choir,
Tom Ryan. Tom Ryan, thank you.
I think Tom is a convert as well. Tom Ryan.
Woo, Tom.
Yeah.
They can still give after the hour is over?
Yes, you can totally still give after this hour is done, and we can give the credit to Sacred Heart. So, we are at 25 pledges. We are just short of our goal, but that is okay.
So, but again.
But you can still give.
I haven't got to do this one yet. A call or text give at 260-436-9598. Again, 260-436-9598. Or go to redeemerradio.com or on the parish, or not the parish app. See, I say that too often. The Redeemer Radio app. You can go to our parish app, too, if you want to.
Yeah. We are nearing the end of our hour. I just wanted to say thank you to you, Father Jonathan, for being here. Abby, Katie, Joe. I'm just so happy that I got to just spend a little bit of time with you guys. Abby, I'm so excited that you and Katie get to join this awesome parish and just seeing just the awesome things that are going to happen just with you guys being employed there. So that's so exciting.
Work best.
Joe, keep up that awesome ministry, the jail ministry, the RCIA ministry. That is so exciting. Father Jonathan, keep doing you. So, do whatever you do.
Thank you very much. This is fun. It's always great to be at Redeemer Radio. Great people. So
thanks, guys. Awesome. We did get 25 pledges. That is
25 at $2,875.
Yes.
And probably more to come. So very good. Thank you all for pledging.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Listening to Sharathon on Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM, WRDF Columbia City, Fort Wayne, 95.7 FM, WRDI Napanee, Michiana, and streaming on the Redeemer Radio app.